years now, and every time you are taking raising the bar really high in terms of engagement, in terms of your commitment and passion in driving change. And you do that through creating meaningful dialogues and sharing insights between each one of you, but also with the outside world. So I'm really impressed at your young age and driving that change. And when I see people like you doing what you are doing today, I'm hopeful for the future. You know, the world is a beautiful place, but unfortunately it has a lot of problems, and not everyone cares about what's going on in the world. Not everyone does what you are doing in creating spaces for dialogue, which is needed in today's world. uh, you know, we are privileged in somehow that we need to give back to our communities and to our societies. If we see in the whole world that half of the world population doesn't have internet to access to internet, if we see that you know, more than 80 or 90% of the kids or the students in the world will not finish their schools, we say that we are kind of privileged in our little world or our little bubbles. And we have to be the ones that bring that change. We are uh, privileged in that way that we have access to internet, to school, to friends, to shelter, to food, and I can sense many of the things that makes us privileged. And you know, we should not be ashamed of that privilege, but we should be ashamed if we don't use it for a purpose. And what you are doing is you find a purpose of using that privilege, and I'm so impressed again and humbled by what you are doing. And I would like to thank you for involving many of the global shapers. You know, when there was the possibility to hold the event in presence of shapers, you always invited shapers to share insights, to have dialogue with you, to learn from you. And now that it's virtual, you are even taking it to the next level by opening it up to other students who are not privileged in being present with you when you do your event. So big thumbs up to all of you. Big thumbs up to the professors who created the space, the school who gave you the platform. But the biggest hats down goes to you, the students, because you've been able to take that opportunity and shape it to something meaningful. And really big kudos from myself, from all the global shapers, from the colleagues at the World Economic Forum, and for all the ones in my age that were not as engaged when we were in your age. So you're making us a little bit ashamed of not being able to do what you are doing at your young age. And I'm really looking forward at what you will be able to accomplish when you will be in the age of professional life, and can't really wait to see that happening, because you will do magic and you will do miracles.
Thank you so much, Wadia, for your wonderful words, and obviously it's so inspiring to hear from you as a World Economic Global Shaper, as well as the head of the foundation. Now we will ask that you individually give a 30-second introduction of yourself, remembering to state your name, location, and biggest takeaway. I will hand over this part to Ronnie, where she will call on you to unmute and she will spotlight you to the group. And we are really excited to hear everything you have to share about your project, because obviously we're on the other side of the interviews.
Hi, I would like to first call on Lozada Susana, and I would like to know what your highlight for this project is, as well as your name and location.
Yes, hello.
Hi. So what was your highlight?
Hello, good. Do you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Susana Lozada. I am part of the organization AVA Colombia, and I am engaged as an international representative based in the city of Bogota, Colombia, with different students, international and national students, working on the humanitarian area. And our focus is to train the young generation and train leaders to change the world. And that's our vision. That's what we are called for. And we are so grateful to be part of this community, of this event as well, sharing with the students so far. It has been a privilege for us. I invite you to also see what we are doing in avacolombia.org and see all the work that we are developing worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. I would like to now pass it on to Renee van Beek, and I would like to know what your highlight is, 30 seconds, and where you are in the world.
Hi there. I am Meghna, repping for the IS Monza team. And we interviewed Ms. Pato Kelesitse on sustainability. And a highlight that we definitely had was learning about how our individual actions affected the climate and what we can do in our daily lives to make a better change.
Thank you. And now I would like to move on. I'd like to continue and move on to Ekaterina Ozhiganova. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name right.
It's okay, thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Ekaterina. I'm a global shaper from St. Petersburg hub in Russia, but I'm based in France most of the year. I'm also founding president of Model Law. It's a nonprofit advocacy organization established for models by models. And our main goal is to support fashion models, defend their rights, and equip young professionals with knowledge and tools in order to reduce any financial and psychological abuse in the workplace. I was really happy to be interviewed by Bhuma, dear Bhuma from India, and it was very interesting to see her point of view on these issues because, well, industries differ from country to country, but there are some global issues that need to be addressed, and I think it was a very inspiring experience for me to interact with young students as herself. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Next, I'd like to call up on Eliza Chirila-Pop. I hope I also pronounced that right.
Lucky I have a second family name, which is easier, the Pop one. So my name is Eliza. I'm a global shaper in the Bucharest hub in Romania, and I'm also country manager for American Councils for International Education in the same country. I had the luck of being interviewed by 2 students, and I think they are the ones actually making my highlight for this experience, because the highlight was actually their passion and their eagerness to do good things and protect planet Earth, because we discussed a lot about water sanitation and climate change and all these aspects. So thank you so much. And as I said to the students, I'll always be open to keep on discussing with them and keep in touch.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to know from Jeremy Raguain what your highlight was from this project and where you are in the world.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. Yeah, my name is Jeremy Raguain. I'm from the Victoria Hub, Seychelles. I'm a global shaper. I was interviewed by Gabby and Jasmine, and I have to say what was coming out for me the most is my passion for both international relations and environmental science, and where we could see whether it's American foreign policy or Chinese foreign policy in what we're talking about, this global climate crisis. So I was really happy to share and see their input from their side in terms of what the future holds. And I just have to say an amazing well done to everybody involved with this. Keep going.
Thank you. And now I'll be asking Sainaath, Ramesh, Iyer. I'm sorry again with the name.
No problem. No problem. My name is Sainaath Ramesh Iyer, and I have my teammate Erin Thavre in the call also. So we interviewed Dr. Samir Bajpai, and our topic was quality education, because we thought that education is the important element in one's life. So we interviewed him, and we also knew that, means we also got to know about what type of advancements or development should be there in the education field. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that. And now, Klevisa Kapo, about your highlight and where you are in the world.
Hello, I think you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to see you all. It is such a pleasure to be here. I'm Klevisa Kapo, and I come from Global Shapers community in Tirana Hub in Albania. I'm so pleased and so happy to meet two wonderful friends that I see them here today, Deepannita and Rhythm. Hi. We had the chance to discuss about the economic issues that the globe is facing in the corona time, and the solutions we would like to suggest after this. And also I shared my experience about my work with different projects, research and market research. I'm truly happy to be part of.
Oh, sorry, you are muted. Can I ask you to unmute?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I was just saying that it was wonderful to be part of this experience, and I will always be open for any other collaboration, and I will always be open to stay in touch with my new friends and to have wonderful conversations with them in the future. So thank you very much, and goodbye from Albania.
Thank you. I'd like to now call on Shyam Anand.
Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello everyone, I am Shyam Anand and I am a grade 8 student at the Rajagiri Higher Secondary School, and I have my partner in the school too. I think she can introduce herself.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Bhadra Abhilash and I'm an grade 8 student at Rajagiri Higher Secondary School. So we're both from Kerala. It's a small state in India.
Through our conversation with our global changemaker, whose name is Eliza, we could understand how youth can be encouraged and involved in water sanitation, and what are the ways we can make our locality more hygienic and make it a better place.
Thank you for that.
And we would like to thank the YFS team
for giving us this wonderful opportunity.
And we would like to thank the YFS team and the, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to now call on Lorna to know your highlights and where you are in the world.
Hello, so we are students from Prva Slušačka Hrvatska Gimnazija in Rijeka, Croatia, and we are in grade 11. Our social development goal was reducing inequality, and we especially enjoyed interviewing our changemaker, Vayara. She was very open and approachable, and I think we all learned a lot from her and this project in general. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Now I'd like to call on Dr. Manu to know what was your highlight and where you are in the world. You seem to be muted.
Okay, thank you. Actually, my name is Dr. Manu. I am from one NGO called Jiban Rekha, otherwise known as Lifeline Council. This is a 27 years old charity working mainly on Sustainable Development Goal 1, that is no poverty, and Sustainable Development Goal 4, quality education. Then SDG 6, that is on water, sanitation and hygiene. And of course, we are also working on SDG 13, that is called climate change. So one of our priority areas of work is water sanitation in schools and also in the community. We are constructing the toilets, mainly the bio toilets, and in the schools and in the community, besides promoting menstrual hygiene management education and services in the schools to reduce the school dropouts in India. And under our mission education program, we are working for the education of marginalized children in the slums, mainly for the slum children, for the child laborers, for the street children, and also for the children with differential abilities. And with the support of ISZL, we have been running 2 slum schools since last 4 years, benefiting more than 500 slum children. We have admitted them in the schools. We have provided them vocational education. Now they are in the mainstream of the society. So we are mainly working on education and water, sanitation and hygiene issues in India, mainly in Odisha state of India. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. I'd like to now call on Ashwathy to know about your highlight.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashwathy. I'm from India. I'm a global shaper and curator of Trivandrum Hub, that is a hub in Kerala. So I'm also the co-founder of a company called Avasarshala, which is working on SDG 4 quality education. I'm also happy to be one of the main reasons why we have many Indian students here as part of the YFS program this year, because it was through us, through Avasarshala, that many of our Indian participants in this program were able to be part of YFS for the first time. I'm very happy that YFS decided to collaborate with Indian students also this time. So yeah, that is probably the biggest highlight for me. I was interacting with Clea and Romuald from Albania. It was a very good experience talking with them. It took me back many years into my school time. And the best part is we have decided to keep collaborating. Both of them are running projects which are on SDG 4. So after the program, I'll be working as a mentor for their project in the coming few months. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I would like to now call on Jane.
Hi, this is James and Bobo from Kokrobite Chiltern Centre in Ghana. We were delighted to take part in this project. Our student had the opportunity to interview somebody from Porticus, which is a large philanthropical organisation. And also we were interviewed by some of your students about the work that we do here in Kokrobite. We're a registered charity and NGO, and we enable children and young people to access and sustain education. These are children from fishing and rural communities. We also do teacher training to help improve the quality of education offered here in Ghana. And we also help schools by providing resources, including educational facilities that are built using plastic bottles. Thanks very much for inviting us to be involved. It's been a great experience.
Thank you so much. I would like to now call on Clodagh.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me and congratulations on completing it. You did a fantastic job. I was delighted to speak with Ekaterina and Emily from 9th grade in my capacity as curator of the Dublin Shapers Hub in Ireland. We spoke quite a bit about the SDGs and policy work, how they were so interwoven, about public health, inequalities, innovation. And my highlight was definitely being able to engage with students and talk about, persistent, how do you pursue education during a time like this, during a time of disruption. So I really admired their persistence in that, and I'm more than happy to stay and mentor in any way that I can. But congratulations again.
Thank you. I would like to call on Zinah Mohammed to let us know about their highlight.
Hello, my name is Zinah Mohammed from Erbil Hub in Iraq. I'm a global shaper, and I was honored to be taking part of this wonderful program with 2 students based in the UAE. Ours was mainly, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ours was mainly focused on peace and justice and security, bearing in mind my experience in creating projects that include a peace building component and really supporting communities in breaking stereotypes, social cohesion, etc. I am the founder of Let's Be Friends project. I am also have been working in the NGO sector for over 7 years so far in Iraq, particularly after the conflicts that we have faced in the country. Our discussion mainly focused on how to create meaningful initiatives that actually can create a sustainable change in our community and how to build a peaceful network and connections with people coming from different backgrounds. And I am more than happy to be part of this, and I would love to be mentoring my wonderful students, Aya and Julia, even after the completion of this program. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. And now I would like to call on Vanessa Darakovas.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations for completing this great project. I'm Vanessa. I'm a shaper from the Athens hub in Greece, and I'm working on making mental health accessible for marginalized groups, like for especially refugee women at the moment, but also working on domestic violence and victims of gender-based violence. I was interviewed and honored to be interviewed by Julia and Malabina, and I was particularly touched by their interest and curiosity and empathy for the topics of human rights and empathy and mental health, because I believe that these are the crucial skills and will be critical for the resilience of our society. So thank you to the YPS team for being so future-oriented, and I look forward to supporting whatever way possible in the future.
Thank you. And I would like to now call on Jasmine Jacob.
Hi everyone, sorry my network connection may not be the greatest, but my name is Jasmine Jacob. I am from Stellenbosch Hub, South Africa, a global shaper from the Global Shapers community, and I had the opportunity to be interviewed by Arya and Bhadra from India, working in the education space at the moment, and I think it was so incredible to see two youths on their way to self-discovery. It's amazing to think of when I was at that point as a youth, just wondering what the world would hold for me. And I think it was amazing to be reminded of that and to see the endless possibilities that you see at that age, and the enthusiasm and uncertainty. I think it was such an amazing opportunity to remind myself of how much work still needs to be done and can be done. So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. And now we have time for two more. So I would like to call on Sarah Nivedita.
Yeah, I'm Sarah Nivedita from Arcadia NIOS in Chennai. And my global shaper was actually Mr. Adil Ali. And I learned a lot from him and his job and his efforts put into it, and how we should destigmatize this whole stigma we have around prisoners, and how prisoners also, it also helped me understand that social integration for people with mental illness is not impossible. So this was a really amazing experience, and thank you, YFS.
Thank you. And then finally, for our last person, I would like to call on Rhythm Garg.
All right, so namaste from India, and this is Rhythm. I'm from grade 8th Amity International School, Sector 46, from Gurgaon, Haryana in India. And I'm having my partner here with myself, Deepannita Mukherjee. I feel really pleased to be a part of Youth from Switzerland Global Changemaker Project 2021. It has broadened my vision on sustainable development goals, and I feel very much enthusiastic now when I talk about SDGs. Youth from Switzerland has also helped me to showcase my talent and motivating youth for sustainable development goal. We had Klevisa Kapo, to whom we took our interview, and I think I learned a lot from her, and the efforts put by her towards the economy were really appreciable. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Now, unfortunately, this is all the time that we have. So thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And I will now hand it back over to Anne-Sophie.
Thank you so much, Ronnie, and to all of you students, shapers, and as well as sharing your experiences with us. It's so wonderful to see that the many new connections between shapers and students being formed through this project, and hopefully for a longer time. Finally, to conclude our call, I would like to hand it over to our high school principal here at IZL, Mr. Wexler, who would like to say a few words. Over to you, Mr. Wexler.
Thanks, Anne-Sophie. Oh, how inspiring. Let me just say that I apologize that my director can't be here at the moment. Barry DeQuan is somewhere else, but he has asked me to express on his behalf, on the organization's behalf, our heartfelt gratitude to all of you. I don't know if you all can fully appreciate how important your role in our community is. Your willingness to participate in this incredible endeavor. Obviously, you inspire us. The work you do not only helps do exactly what I think Wadia described really well about not being ashamed of our privilege, because it really does influence us in that way, but it also awakens our students to possibilities that they just didn't know existed. Because you're quite right, we have a relatively short route to privilege and influence. And we hope that through these experiences that our young people will continue their dedication towards advancing along the sustainability development goals and other idealistic and very practical as well endeavors that we share as a community. So thank you so much to the Global Shapers, the Changemakers, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and support us through this. We certainly hope that you will engage with us in the future. It's nice to see familiar faces from the last few years. Honestly, I do also want to just take a moment to thank our Global Changemaker project team. You're hearing from them right now, Anne-Sophie, Amelia, Amelie, Caroline, Amanda, and Ronnie. You guys have just been setting the bar for us, setting such a great example for our community, representing the ideals on which our school stands every day. Obviously, this is about students, for students, by students, but there are some adults behind the scenes, in addition to our Changemakers here at IZL, who play a pretty important role in ensuring all of this can take place. There's too many adults here to thank. I just want to mention 4 personally. Certainly Kate Jarvis and Lindsay Stevenson here as educators at IZL have been invaluable. They have really been working hand in glove, trying to push this agenda to ensure that despite the circumstances and not being able to replicate what we've done in the past, we were able to persevere and provide something that I hope all of us found educational and rewarding. We also have Karen Lurie, who has been incredible in organizing this. She's been invaluable, liaising, coming up with different creative ideas, finds her way around our school as a very supportive parent and an educator in her own right. Thank you, Karen, sincerely. We are super grateful. And then somebody who doesn't often get enough credit and certainly does not want any, and that is what makes him such a special educator, Fabio Peron. Yes, we had several students raise this possibility 4 years ago. They went to the World Economic Forum, the Open Forum, and wondered where the teenage voices were. And yes, it was their motivation and incentive that led to this moment in time. But I would be remiss if I didn't say that you, Fab, have also been invaluable. And as the architect of this, behind the scenes, you're a genius coordinator. And I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for making our school look so great. Thank you for setting an example. And I hope that we can continue our partnership moving forward. Is this now for you, Anne-Sophie, or to Ronnie?
No, thank you so much, Mr. Wexler, obviously, for your inspiring words, as well as creating a community where we are able to conduct such a project, and as well as the wonderful staff that help us along this whole way, in particular, Ms. Stevenson, Ms. Jarvis, and Ms. Lurie in helping us create this project, as well as Mr. Peron, who continues steadily to guide us through the YFS project. Now, regrettably, this is all we have time for today, and we know everyone has very busy schedules. However, we would like to extend a welcome to someone who didn't get to share or would like to elaborate on their experience to stay on the call should they want to. Once again, on behalf of the GCP team, I would like to thank you all for participating and sharing your experience today. Thank you and have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, YFS.
Thank you, YFS.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just wanted to say from the American School of Dubai, we are so thankful that you guys created this opportunity because we were really looking for some kind of sustainability project to participate in, and the fact that you guys just made this possible is really great. We loved working with our Changemaker, and we hope to continue this partnership in future years. And I'm not sure if Mr. Paran is there, but if he is, thank you for so that ASD was a part of it. Thank you for doing this. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
I would like to thank you guys and congratulations for the amazing project. I'm Douglas Giliotti, speaking from São Paulo hub, Brazil. And as a social entrepreneur working in sustainability for K-12 students here in Brazil, it was really, really nice to share this experience and the different contexts with you guys. So congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, so before I dash, my name is Pato Kelesitse. I'm from Botswana, and I am a global shaper from the Gaborone Hub as well. I just wanted to share that the three students that I was with, I think Alex, Aurora, and Megna, were absolutely incredible. Of all the interviews I've ever done, that were probably the most well-researched questions I have ever been asked. There were parts that I was like, oh, and I had to go and research on, and it's just a brilliant project that you've put together. I was so inspired by them and the level of passion that they had for this project. And yeah, thank you so much for choosing me to be a part of it. Oh, and then I also host a podcast, Sustain 267 podcast. So they also asked about that. We talked about diversity, representation, and just taking up space, because they also happen to all these three young ladies, and we talked about taking up space as young ladies. And yeah, thank you so much for this. I'm going to be in touch with your team about possibly bringing on more African schools, because I really think it's a brilliant project that some of the schools in my region could benefit from being a part of. And yeah, thank you so much for putting this together, and well done to everyone who was involved in putting it together.
Hi, this is Avinash here. I just wanted to quickly ask if there's an email ID that I can use to, keep, exchange ideas or keep in touch with YFS and team, especially the three students that I met, Ronak, Chloe, and Eswaria.
Yeah, well, there is the YFS at izl.ch email, which is our YFS email, and that's the way that you can contact us.
Okay, so I've been trying to email on that at least 2-3 times, but I haven't got any response. So I was just wondering if that is the correct one, or is there another one which you have in store? I'll try that again. It's not a problem. Yeah.
Warm greetings to all of you. I am Deepannita Mukherjee, a grade 10 student at Amity International School, Sector 46. And I want to say that I've learned loads from this wonderfully organized program under the YFS project. We got to interact with Klevisa Kapo from Albania and learned how passion for one's work and good management skills, along with interdisciplinary learning, can help people across the globe accomplish their objectives. We learned loads about various economic plans and policies that can help various countries uplift themselves from the present problems which they face during this COVID pandemic. She was definitely an inspiring person for all of us. And I would like to thank YFS for providing us with such a wonderful platform and for the youth to share their ideas and opinions on how they can contribute towards the development of the society. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Sajud and I am from Kerala, India. So the wonderful part about being a part of this event, YFS, was the amazing interview that we had with our global changemaker, Clara Latini ma'am. And it was wonderful to know about the ups and downs that she faced in her career on becoming a global changemaker. And that was really an inspiration for both me and my teammate. And I would like to call my teammate as well, Anjana.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachel's teammate Anjana Ajith and I'm an Indian too. So the biggest
7:45.
நம்ம டைம்ங்க
ஆமாயா.
உன்னோட எத்தனை மணிக்கு? So I do think the biggest highlight of this program for me was the realization that the importance of SDGs has not reduced but have only increased with the spread of COVID-19. And I and my teammate Rachel, from the bottom of our heart, are thanking you people who is present on the dais today here. Thank you so much, YFS team and others present here. Thank you.
Hello all, I'm Bhuma Varsha from Chennai, India. I'm studying in Arcadia and iOS. It was a pleasure to interview Ms. Ekaterina Ozhiganova, the founder of Model Law. This experience was extremely rewarding. In my conversation with Ms. Ozhiganova, I understood that, beyond the glitz and glamour, the models and talents face labor law violations like underage labor, unpaid labor, and many serious issues similar to this. I also got a deeper perspective on the pain that models go through to achieve the unattainable standards. I consider it a privilege to have worked with Ms. Ozhiganova. I would also like to thank the YFS for the opportunity. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Samriddhi. And I'm Aditi, grade 7 students at Dhruv Global School from India. In GCP, we learn to tackle challenges and how to help people. Even we learned to grow as a knowledge economy and how to be a great entrepreneur. Lastly, I would like to thank YFS team and Mr. Kosai for giving us such a wonderful platform. Thank you.
Everyone again, and all the best, and let's stay in touch.
Goodbye. Good day to all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Bye. Have a great day ahead.